Howdy, howdy, y'all. Treetop Woodworking here. We'll get started on another little project today. I guess you'd call it a book holder. Just lay your book down on it and have a place to sit your cup of coffee, of course, and a place to put your glasses in. Maybe we can put our own spin on it today. Try to get to, but I've done cut these pieces. Took me a minute to get this piece here fixed. What I was working on the other day, I had been started on this in order to cut these angles. But that angle is about like I think it's like a 22-degree angle is what it was. And then you can cut the bottom, lay it down flat, cut it to get your bottom where to lay and sit right. But making this little deal is a trick to making these cuts safely anyway. Where you can put it in here, and here's your backer. You gotta make sure your back don't go down and stop you. And one other thing about making one of these, you see it just comes up and around, and you got your piece here, so you can put your piece of wood there and put your clamp there and the clamp there, you know. But the thing about this saw that I didn't realize, I got in a hurry, messed up like I always do when I get in a hurry. It's got these two taps up here, two nuts up here, I guess for adjustment maybe. But I forgot all about them, and I made it sit down on the thing, and that messed me, knocked my deal off. So my deal ain't perfect. It's coming out okay, but it would have come out just a hair better. But just pay attention to your saw. Mine, if I make any more, and I want this to sit down on it as close as I can get, I'll take me a router and I'll route out a little valley in there with a core bit, I guess you'd call it. And that way it'll sit, I can get to sit down as far as I can get. But it kind of messed me up and just give me a little bit of slack. But as long as I know it's there and I keep it again the thing, it's okay. But it'll work anyway. But yeah, what I'm trying to figure out now is how I'm going to get it glued. May have to make me a jig for that. But I go to putting this together and gluing. Probably have to do it inside. I'll try to make me a little jig where I can just put this down in and let gravity do its work and get it glued together. But what I have here, my board is 5.5 inches wide, and you can make it 10, 12 inches. I think this is 12, and it's a little long. I may cut her down. I'll give you a better measurement, but only need a cup of coffee on it, but this is going pretty good ways out. This is 6 inches here. 6 inches is good for, put your book on it, you know. You put your glasses in there. And another little trick I'm gonna do with the outside, I think it'll make it really nice. It's gonna be gifts for some ladies, church ladies, of course. But trying to figure out how I can do my jig, and I'll get that done. I'll let you see that when I go to glue up, and I'll let you know how exactly long this is when I get done. I think it's 12 inches long now, or well, I believe it's longer than that. But I'll let you know when I get that done. But the reason I was telling you about this, the 5.5 inches wide, was just 1/2 inch thick material, maybe not that, but almost 1/2 inch, I'd say, really close. But it's 5.5 inches wide, and if you put a 22-degree angle on it, it brings it right out to the edge, almost perfect. So that's probably about where you'd want to go if you use 5.5 wide material. But anyway, we'll get to going on this, and I get set up a little better. I'll get back with you. And I appreciate you coming to hang out with me today too. Here we are again. I thought I was recording again, but I measured this out. It was like 14 and a half, so I measured it half of that, like 7 1/4, and I cut it in half. And what this is, you see me cut it out there on the circular saw, on the table saw. And be careful making that cut. Stand to the side in case it kicks back, but same angle. You see what I'm planning on doing here. And well, I don't know if that's going to work or not. Let's see. Because the other pieces are not angled like that the whole time. So I don't know. I may have been not thinking very good. Let's see. Well, actually, that's going to work. Whoop. What I'm going to do, yeah, that's going to work. And before I glue them, nail them, I'll probably glue and nail these, because this will be a deal I'll keep in case I want to make more of these. Yeah. But what I'm going to do is take a 2x4 underneath these and glue them down on. Got my 2x4 running that way. Just have these sitting on top. And all you need is a 2x4. I don't even know if that's as wide as a 2x4. That's all you need. And I'll glue and nail them both. I gotta go get my table saw. It's raining. Doggone it. Here come the rain. Raining, raining, raining. Playing in the glue. Shout out to Bearded Viking, his channel. Had a dab of glue, he says. I think we added a blob of glue. But it won't hurt this little project anyway. Yep. Rub it in, rub it in. Yep, won't hurt this little project none. Alright, get y'all where you can see what I'm doing here. Anyway, this don't have to be nowhere near perfect. It'll almost straighten itself out. Don't have to worry about cleaning no glue off. None of that business. I want to plenty of glue. I ain't gonna put no nails in it. Let's see if I can find something to lay on top of it. Give it just a little bit of weight. Don't need a whole lot. Tell you what. Whoop. How's that look? I think that'll work. Yes, it will. But now we play the waiting game because I can't do a lot other. It's raining. It's raining, really raining here this morning. But we'll get back with you when we get a chance to get back at it. See a little further down the road for now. It sure is raining here. It's raining, really raining here this morning. I'm just as worried as can be. I'd love to follow all those raindrops down the Mississippi towards Silver Sea. Many little raindrops falling close to me makes a streaming river muddy as can be. And it's raining, really raining here this morning. From the Mississippi to coastal sea. I just see here a little more progress using this jig I made. And I folded up like a cereal box. Mine was off just a little bit. So I folded up a cereal box part of it and put it in there. And you could, depends on how, if you made one that was off a little bit, you could put it on one side or the other. Mine I folded in half a couple times and then went up and put this right down in the middle of it. I could probably folded it one more time, then it might have been a little better, but it's pretty good the way it is. And I may end up shooting a nail this way, I don't know. I think it's going to hold anyway, time I get this glued. I don't have the top glued yet. I just got that sitting on there with some gallon of water or whatever it is there. Let's see. Looks like it's going to turn out pretty good. Let me get the other side here. Yeah, I don't have the top piece glued on yet. That will really help hold everything together for this book holder, book place holder, or whatever you want to call it. See if I can't zoom in here. You see it come out pretty good. Might be a little off, but it ain't bad. Ain't bad at all. And I can take a file. This edge goes across that way. I can flatten that down a little bit. Don't want that sharp anyway, really. We'll get back with you and get her done. Let this sit an hour or two, and then we'll glue that bottom piece on. And here we just about got her done. Put one coat of this clear lacquer on it. Turned out really good. This doesn't dry. I'm gonna put one more coat on it. See, it turned out really good. But I let it dry, and then I just hit it with some paper just to smooth it out. It don't take much. There's any kind of blemishes, but I'm gonna put one more coat on it. Then we'll get back with you. Yeah, turned out good. Got it done here. It's almost like a 3D deal. Really turned out good. So you can get the turn around this way. It turned out good. Must have hit the button. Yeah. Yeah, put the Wet Coal Lacquer Clear, Super Scratch, Crystal Clear. Dries in 30 minutes. That stuff's good. But I put one coat on, sand a little bit, and put this last coat on. That's all I'm going to put on there. That looks good. This is a 3D kind of look. I like that. Well, we finally finished her up, our folks, and turned out pretty good. And you can do these a lot of ways. Just glad to get it done. I got to do a few more, but I got this one done anyway. Just kind of wanted to try out and see how it's going to turn out, kind of deals, and it turned out good. Get her done. But yeah, it turned out good. Like I say, you can do these a couple different ways. But like this deal, you could run these the other way and then put your cuts in there, and have a little wider. This ended up being 6 1/4 from long to long edge. But you could turn this around the other way, where it'd be 5 1/2. That's how wide this is. 5 1/2. That's how wide this bottom is too. Here, 5 1/2. And like I say, you could turn that around the other way, where it'd be 5 1/2. Cut the same kind of angles, and that'd get you somewhere in the right ballpark, if you wanted to do that. And I just added some pieces on. I kind of like this, and it kind of sturdies things up, and it gives it a little, tray kind of like deal. And I kind of liked it. Adding this on, turned out good. It did. And that spray on lacquer, it's just fast. Spray it on 30 minutes, put another coat on. You can just wipe it with paper if there's any bad spots. But you can put 4 or 5 coats on really quick. In a matter of 2 hours, you could have 4 coats on. And that would be plenty. I just put 2 on this. And oh man, it turned out good, I think. Really good. It did. And this is a picture of a church we used to attend. And I helped out there, and it's just a little old church, but it was family and it was home. It means a lot. I'm going to do some more and put that same church on it, and give it to some ladies there at the church, and kind of surprise them with it. One gets this one tomorrow. I like to put the verse on this one, but I got to do that with my laser, and I can't do it now that I got it put together. But I'd like to have the last verse in the 23rd Psalm. Should dwell in the house of the Lord forever, but I'll try to put that on the others maybe, but I didn't put it on this, and so I may just do it theirs like this too. But really turned out good. But sure glad y'all could visit my channel, and I'd sure appreciate it if you feel like it, you could like it and subscribe and share, comment, ask any questions you want. But we're going to get off here, and gotta go take my boy. He joined the Army Guard. I can run him tomorrow. But again, appreciate you joining me, watching my channel. And we'll see you a little further down the trail.